we just like created cues. Now I'm just going to hit clear. You also, before I get too far, you also can create, because we're on AB, you can come over here to the CD. You can create cues for the CD. So you could actually have two cues on at the same time for the AB side and the BC. So you can have two cues going at the same time. But I just usually stick with the AB. You know, it works the same way. But for cues now, or for submasters, all it is a particular lighting look that you're going to use. I'm just going to do it this way. Just bring on a lighting look and say I want that for a submaster. All I do is hit record sub instead of record cue. Hit record sub. Record sub comes on the command line. Give it number 1, and I hit enter. Now I have, because I tagged them, I have to release them. If they're in red, you have to release them. And see, there's a green button. The button's lit. So now when I bring up that slider, and if you notice, they're in yellow. So when the slider, or when the channel is in yellow, they're being controlled by a submaster. If I would bring this down and bring on channel number 1, as soon as I get past 27%, it turns gray or white. That's being controlled by a regular channel. If it would be by a cue, it would be a different color. Okay. The bump button, you just hit a bump button, the light goes on, so you can create like a special effect, okay, using bump buttons. Or you can do this. If you go into sub 1, just highlight sub 1, go into type. Instead of making it a pylon, which just adds to the lighting look, I make it an effect. So I click on effect, I hit OK. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to create steps. Let's do this. There's one light. So I just come up here. It creates step number 1. See, right? It doesn't create a sub. It creates a step. I hit record. There's step 1. Oh, did I hit record? I'll just hit record just in case. Yep. All right. Go to bring on another light. I create step 2. Record. Create step 3, 3 steps. Now, I don't know how this is going to work, but now if I bring up sub number 1, we have a chase scene.
Okay.
Now, you can, of course, you can adjust the times, but if you go into sub number 1, right click on it, go into edit timing, you could do the timing. You can, normal, it's like just one comes on, it goes off, the next one comes on. You can create alternate looks. I do like build. Hit OK. Now what it does, the lights will come on and stay on until they're all on, and they'll go off. So it does something a little bit different. You could also make it bounce. So right now it just goes positive. It goes from low to high. You can make it bounce. Hit OK. Bring it down. Now it's going to go low to high. Now it's going to go high to low. Okay, so you can create any type of lighting look, just and that's just like that's an effect. Okay, and then like if you want to get rid of a submaster, you can just click on the submaster, and I'll get rid of this one. Just hit delete. Or you can label it, but I just hit delete. Are you sure? Yes. And then you still have your sub 24, which is your house. And I labeled it house for you. And now that green LED is now off. Up here, now see, these are for your moving lights and your scrollers and that, when you get them. Let's see what else. Over here, select Submaster Page. Right now we're on page number 1, so it's 1 through 24, and then you could program 20. When this fills up, you can program, 24 more, and you go to page 2. Okay.
How many pages can it do?
10 pages, 240.